This is the Bitcoin daily chart for pretty much the entire bull cycle so far. If you follow the channel, I have been saying I think the bottom is in and that we may range in this grayed out rectangle here, in this range here, basically between 31 and 41,000 for possibly at most, I think, another month. It could be a little shorter than that or a little longer, but I don't expect some big breakout here, this week or even next week. I think we need a couple more weeks of building up here, but we'll see. There is one big news event today that could lead to a decent pump here. So we'll see what happens. But as far as long term, like I've been saying, I do believe we're going to stay in this range until we are able to hold a daily candle, close a daily candle above the purple line here, which is the 200-day moving average. That's the first step, and then breaking 42,000 and breaking that resistance, and then most likely making support on it. That's going to be another big step in moving this bull run along to the final phase, where I do believe Bitcoin will top out, have a parabolic blow off top near anywhere between 150,000 and 250,000. I think is a decent range for that to happen, and I do think that will happen this year, possibly very early 2022. But yeah, I'm very bullish in the long term. I think the macro perspective on cryptocurrency as a whole is just growing even faster than a lot of people predicted. So yeah, I'm very bullish long term on Bitcoin and the entire crypto market. Now, if we look on the hourly here, a little more short term, we did have a slight dip in the past few hours, and what I'm looking for is possibly coming down to this fib level, which kind of lines up with this upward trend, this short-term hourly trend we've been on. So I would expect some sort of bounce here around 38,000, between 37.5 and 38,000. I think we will see a bump. If not, I think we are going to come down and test around 35,000 again if we lose this support here. So we'll keep an eye on it. But yeah, short and long term, that's what I'm thinking on Bitcoin here. Let's look at Ethereum. Ethereum kind of just following Bitcoin's lead here. This is the hourly chart, and it's also in a upward trend at the moment. If we lose, it looks like we're losing this fib level. So I would look for support on this trend line, which is about 23.85, $2,385. If we lose that, I'm expecting for us to go down to at least 2,200, where we've had historical support this past month. So those would be the two supports I'd be looking for today. And then if you are allocated to alts, I like to look at the Bitcoin dominance chart. So let's go to the 4-hour here and just take a look. As you can see, we've been on this downward trend here, and it looks like Bitcoin, Bitcoin dominance has made a higher high on kind of a relief rally after hitting 40% dominance. So it got up to 48 and made a higher high than the local high, and then we've come down and made a higher low here, and now we're heading back up. And I do believe we're going to see another higher high than the previous 48%. I think we're going to head into the 50s, 50 being the minimum, 50% dominance. I think we'll probably end up hitting closer to 54, 55% dominance before we see, um, you know, this start to drop again and the money flow back into altcoins. If we flip this on the inverse scale, you can kind of get a more better idea of what I'm talking about here. We come down and now we have a relief rally, or we came down and now we're coming back up, and you can see we've made a lower high here, and this just looks like simple TA would tell us we're probably going to make a lower low here. This is the inverted scale. Basically, this would be altcoin dominance when we invert this here. So I think the alts are going to lose out more than Bitcoin percentage-wise. So I'm mainly allocated to Bitcoin at the time until we see that trend reverse again and alts start to have bigger percentage gains. Then I might be allocating more of my Bitcoin to altcoins. But for the time being, I do think we're going to see a lower low here compared to 48%. So yeah, something to keep an eye on. I will switch that back. And then for my altcoin pick of the day, if you follow me on Twitter at Habitual Crypto, I posted some screenshots here of banned BTC, and let me just turn some indicators on here. If we go to the hourly, you can see we do have some divergence, bullish divergence on the hourly. So we have a higher low than the previous low here, but lower lows on the RSI and lower lows on the MACD as well. So and the reason, it's on the hourly, so it's not that big of a deal, but we are so close to breaking this trend line that we've hit three times. We've hit three times in a shorter time period, but if we zoom out here, you can see that this goes all the way back to August, beginning of September, late August. So, if we break this trend line, I am expecting some sort of bump here. So that's why this support is held pretty well. Going back to December, we hit it, and then January, and then a few times in May we've hit it. So yeah, I'm expecting a decent move here if band protocol is able to break, and this is on the BTC pairing. Okay, so if it's able to break, and that hourly move might be able to break it. So either way, it's going to have to make a decision here. And I would say the probabilities are pretty good if Bitcoin stays relatively neutral. That band would break up here. Again, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but this is what I'm looking at as far as altcoin goes, because I'm mainly staying away from altcoins unless I see a nice probability in a trade here. So that's what I like as far as altcoins today. And as far as Bitcoin goes, I have a couple quick news articles for you. The first one I'll talk about real quick. This isn't really too big, but a new DAO launches after $230 million funding round, including Peter Thiel and Alan Howard. So a couple of billionaires, you know, investing in a DAO, which is a decentralized autonomous organization like Aave, Maker, Compound, the big DeFi plays that I talk about a lot. So this is another one, and they're going to have, you know, decentralized exchange, lending, and synthetics protocols here. So it's called BitDAO, and I'm not telling anyone to invest. This is more the DeFi, decentralized finance, is not going anywhere. That's kind of more my point in showing you guys this article. It's only going to grow. More retail will get into it. More institutions will get into it. And yeah, I think the central banking is going to lose a big chunk of the pie to decentralized finance over the next 5-10 years. So just another macro bullish news for DeFi here. And as far as Bitcoin and the whole market is concerned, I have one main article today, and that's the U.S. Federal Reserve is set to wrap up its 2-day meeting today, ending with Chairman Jerome Powell holding a press briefing. So this is going to most likely have some effect on the market. I know we say, you know, the market moves and then normally the news will follow that, and the news will, you know, reflect whatever move the market actually made. But this is kind of a big deal. You know, we've heard in the past couple of days Paul Tudor Jones talking about he's waiting to hear what Jerome Powell says here, whether they're going to do anything about the inflation, whether they're going to raise interest rates or not. So the most probable, if I was betting on this, the most probable outcome is that they will be pushing back raising rates. I think their plan is to do it in 2023. So if they stick with that plan, basically they're doing nothing about it now. And, you know, I think a lot of people think inflation is going to rise. So, and they're going to put out their, you know, estimate on how much it will be rising and whether they're going to raise rates or keep them the same. So I think keeping them the same is the most probable thing to come out of this. And if that happens, we could see a big rise in you know, deflationary assets like Bitcoin and gold. So you know, this could potentially give a good pump to Bitcoin. Now, if they come out and, you know, kind of tease that they're going to raise the rates sooner than expected, and if, you know, if they come out and say they're estimating inflation to not be as high as it really is, or, you know, lower estimates than people are thinking, now that could cause a dip. So you just kind of be aware and be ready to react if you are, you know, trading on this news. I'm not suggesting anyone do that, but it's just something to be aware of today. And I believe it's happening at 2 p.m. Eastern. So I will be live streaming at the time, and we'll see if I can get this, if I can get the live stream and the and the press briefing live at the same time. I'll try to put that on while we are live streaming and charting out some coins. So, and we'll see how Bitcoin reacts. So yeah, that's all I've got as far as news and analysis for today. Um, if you like the content, please hit the subscribe button. I stream every Monday through Thursday on Twitch and YouTube from 1:30 p.m. Eastern to 3:30 p.m. And yeah, we also have the Discord link as of today. I put that up for you guys free, and you guys will have access. There's an access link to all of our trading view charts to view on there. And yeah, follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Habitual Crypto. I'm trying to put more content up every day. So, and we have a YouTube video every Monday through Thursday that gets uploaded at around this time. So, thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next time.